Peace and wellness, beautiful beings. It is I, Miss Rachel of Crowns on Wellness, here to share with you, beautiful ladies, a really great resource for dealing with painful menstrual cycles. And I actually have a special herbal remedy that I want to share with you that you can use instead of over-the-counter drugs. Okay, so some of you may be familiar with my journey with reproductive health challenges, but if you're not, it's cool. I'll briefly share. I was diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, in my early 20s. And that diagnosis came when I was rushed to the hospital after losing an unbelievable amount of blood and actually fainting during one of my menstrual cycles. And unfortunately, during this time, the doctors really didn't explain to me what PCOS was and how to manage it. And honestly, I didn't press them about explaining it to me. I honestly just wanted something that would stop the excruciating cramps and prevent this episode from happening again, which was extremely scary. So they gave me some over-the-counter meds and actually recommended birth control pills. Sound familiar? So with limited information on the diagnosis and all of that stuff, it was one point that they made that they were slightly adamant about. There will be infertility challenges ahead, which really didn't sink in until later. So here we go. 8 years later, I'm in a loving relationship and I want children. And the thought of not being able to have them literally haunted me. Like, had crazy dreams about it. So I went back to the doctors and attempted to explore their therapies for a little bit, off and on, more often on. And I just couldn't do it. The birth control pills seemed to have worked briefly. And then it seemed like my body and my mind started rebelling against me. And I was feeling like a stranger in my own body. So fast forward 2013, 2014, I started delving into holistic health to find a more natural and less traumatizing way to deal with my issues. And I found some really amazing practitioners who taught and inspired me to travel this road of natural holistic health and wellness that I'm on today, which is also where I learned to create herbal remedies like the one I'm going to share with y'all today. Okay, so now here I am again, fast forward. I'm 36 years old with a 6-year-old son who was conceived and born naturally, based off of me changing my diet. And now I don't even experience those crazy or painful PCOS symptoms anymore. I'm actually to the point where I can track and time my cycle, which when you are diagnosed with PCOS, everything about your cycle is irregular. Now, I'm not saying I cured myself, but I did something. So I was able to reduce the length of my cycle from 12 to 16 days with a super heavy flow to now I have a 4 to 7 day cycle from start to finish, no spotting. And it's typically light with maybe a 1.5 heavy day span, but that's light compared to what it used to be. All right. So the biggest takeaway I want y'all to get is this. My Womb Wellness Blend is an all-natural, no fillers herbal remedy. Like, again, I started using it a few years ago and I still use it today to help keep my cycle regular and my reproductive organs functioning properly, coupled with decent nutritional habits. Okay. So typically at this point, y'all, I get all scientific and start talking about different body systems that tie into our reproductive system, like the endocrine system, the digestive system, the circulatory system, lymphatic system. But honestly, y'all can learn about how all of those tie together on my YouTube channel. However, I will say this. The relief that comes with using this herbal supplement was awesome, okay? But it will require some sacrifice. You're going to have to reduce or release some things, because you'll be following a health recommendation guide that helps you to reorient your relationship with your cycle, while so that you can get the most out of the herbs. All right, you will definitely adopt a new lifestyle and some new lifestyle habits, I should say, and you have to release some old ones, the ones that contributed to your period problems to begin with. Right. I also want to highlight this point, y'all. Our periods are not supposed to be long, drawn out, painful experiences. Regardless of what the good book says, the Adam and Eve and the old wives' tales and so on, is not normal. And although we've been conditioned to act like it is, it's not. Okay, it's a real problem. And so I want to invite you all that are dealing with PCOS or painful or prolonged menstrual cycles. I want to invite you to check out this herbal remedy. Give it a try. You can use the herbal kit in place of Midol, Motrin, Tylenol, ibuprofen, and whatever other over-the-counter meds you can take in to reduce your period cramps and deal with your PMS issues. All right, I want you to click the link to learn more about the kit and grab yours. Or if you want to discuss your specific challenges, go ahead and schedule a wellness chat with me. I'd be happy to hear from you and honored to help you on your wellness journey. Okay, so until then, may your journey to wellness be divinely guided and blessed. Ashe.